Chic Minimalist Wardrobe staples, the only pieces you actually need. Let's get into it. So we talked in a previous episode about the Chic Minimalist, okay? Stylish, functional, it's cute, it's fun, it's sometimes edgy, it plays with colors, it plays with silhouettes, it plays with texture, but it is very simple to put together. Not a lot of thought required, but sometimes elevated with accessories and layering. So we talked about what you actually need if you are a wardrobe minimalist. So let's dive into the pieces that the Chic Minimalist actually has, okay? Starting with outerwear. We talk about the wardrobe staples because they are very important, and we talked in a previous episode about wardrobe staples are the workhorses in your wardrobe. These are the things that get put in rotation season after season, and they are the quality pieces, right? It's quality over quantity, and these are the pieces that we have in our everyday formulas that we just, like I said, rotate even each and every day, every year, okay? So because these are our workhorses, we want to start with a very good outerwear. You can go with your classic black, camel, navy, or a gray. That is a good staple kind of outerwear that you can put in rotation and mix and match with any outfit. A nice wool would be a very good look for the season that we're in now in winter. And then for spring, summer, and even going into fall, you can do a nice trench that is lined or unlined, however you choose. But those are your basic outerwear pieces that you're gonna keep in rotation. And it doesn't hurt to have two. You know, a nice camel tone is really cute. The color is very rich and it goes with a lot of pieces. And then of course, black is your staple, and this is gonna be another workhorse that you can just mix and match with anything and everything. And I like a nice camel tone also for my spring, summer trench. But like I said, this can be dependent upon you if you want it lined or unlined, depending on when you're gonna wear it, how often, and the season that you really want to kind of show up in this piece. So that is a really good color scheme. And I actually do like a nice olive green. Green is my favorite color if I didn't tell y'all that, but a nice olive green is really good for fall into winter, as well as you could do an olive green trench in summer, I think in spring, the unlined one, okay? So that is the first thing, the outerwear. Second thing, let's go with the classic blazer. I've told you guys so many times before, I am a blazer girly. So I love to have a couple like staple blazers in my closet. And I like a black, I like a camel color, I like a navy. Sometimes I do like a little pop of color, which is really cute, but it depends. And I don't really have one in my closet this year, but that is a good vibe. And I've had a couple, you know, years ago that have served its purpose. But I also like a nice oversized blazer, okay? I am kind of a mix of tomboy chic as well as kind of the classic vibe. So I do like to do a lot of oversized blazers, and those I don't buy. I kind of actually just shop my husband's closet for those because he has a couple nice ones that I really enjoy. Like I said, those are the tones and the second workhorse and the second staple that I think you need to have in your closet, because a blazer is going to be very good on top of kind of anything. You can play it up, do a blazer over a skirt, blazer over a dress. You can do a blazer and a jean, a blazer with a nice top and a legging. You can do this kind of mix and match type of formula with the blazer for any day, everyday look, okay? So I think a blazer is really good. And going back to outerwear really quickly, sometimes when you have just a very simple outfit, the outerwear kind of makes the look. Like outerwear, a cute coat can just be a vibe on its own. And you also could belt the coat to bring a little extra pop, a little extra something, okay? So those are just quick notes and tips on having a really cute how a cute outerwear can serve as well as a blazer. So now let's talk about the third thing, which I think are your tops, okay? So the tops are very kind of, they play a major role. So top can be a very nice, simple, kind of casual, basic. And this is your long sleeve cotton shirts, maybe your short sleeve cotton shirts, white, gray, black, navy. Once again, very good staple colored or staple pieces with neutral colors that work with anything, and you can mix and match those colors. So that's a really good look. Also, you could have a couple of blouses in your staple, wardrobe, because you might want to have a really cute blouse. I love a cute blouse with the bow, like that little bow tie thing. It's just a vibe sometimes when I want to do a jean with that type of shirt and just kind of keep it a little grunge and just leave the bow untied. That's a really cute look. And also those blouses serve really well for a bit more elevated type of looks. So if I wanted to do a slack or a skirt or the jumper that I wore the other day with this blouse that has the little bow and this really cute vibe. But those pieces can be very good for layering, but then also too when you want to create an elevated look. So tops in your wardrobe are going to be, like I said, very good staples, and you need to have some good classic pieces for your basics that are going to be your layering pieces. So you want to do a basic long sleeve top, a cotton top, and then you could throw on your blazer, you could throw a cute little scarf on with a jean and a western boot, and then put your coat on. Like that look right there is a whole vibe, and it's an easy look to pull together. So I think having some nice staple tops and some nice blouses are going to be key in your wardrobe. Next thing, let's go with the bottoms. Bottoms are going to be leggings. Leggings are so tea. Like legitly, you can do a legging in any season, okay? So a legging with a western boot, a legging with a combat boot, a legging with a heel. These are going to be a very good staple to have. A black legging, a brown legging, I feel like it just works, and they are a vibe in your wardrobe. And you don't realize how much you wear a legging and how useful they are until you really kind of put looks together. And I look at my closet and look at my outfit selfies, and literally that is kind of like one of my go-to outfit formulas because they are just so easy to style. You could do a legging with a chunky knit, like I said, cowboy boot, and then throw in a cute coat, and you out of here, easy. So that is, I feel like, a very good staple to have, a nice legging. Second thing is if you are or are not a barrel leg jean girly, I feel like a barrel leg jean is just such a vibe. Like it adds a cute little sense of edge, to a look. And you could do a cute barrel leg jean with the nice little pump, and then do a blazer with a cute little top. Like that's just a vibe. So I feel like a barrel leg jean is going to be kind of the second staple when it comes to bottoms that you may want to have, okay? The third bottom I think is going to be a nice slack. Like a nice slack can be used to elevate a look or even take a look and make it casual with a slack, which oftentimes you don't see much of, but it's becoming a thing more and more now. A very cute pinstripe, a very cute pinstripe pant, trouser with a cute little button-up cardigan with a little white t-shirt underneath it with a cute sneaker is really a vibe, or a nice loafer is a vibe. Throw on your coat and then throw a little sweater over the shoulders. Like that look is a whole vibe. So I think a cute trouser would really be tea in your wardrobe. So this could be black, navy, or pinstripe. I think is a really good look to have in your wardrobe, okay? Let's see, bottom wise, I think that, I cannot forget a really cute skirt. Slip skirts are so good in your wardrobe. And once again, this is one that kind of, you could put in rotation all season long. You throw a slip skirt on now in the winter with a cute tight and a nice high boot with a nice chunky knit. Throw your coat on over it and you a vibe, okay? So I think slip skirts are so good, because also you could throw them on with a cute little tee. You could throw on a denim jacket on top with a nice western boot, or a nice little sneaker, or even like a high boot. Like you can make a slip skirt a vibe. It's all in how you style it and how you accessorize it. But I think a slip skirt is so good as far as a staple piece for in your bottoms category. So let's talk layers, okay? Really quickly, we're gonna go to layers. So it is key to have a couple of nice cardigans, a couple of nice simple sweaters and jumpers in your wardrobe that can serve as a pop of color for certain style looks, and also too for an accessory for like like these looks that I'm talking about. So the prime example was the one that I gave with, let's say the legging, your western boot, you chunky knit, and then you have your coat, and then you throw a little cardigan over the shoulder. Like those serve as not just wearable pieces, but also your layers for just aesthetic purposes, okay? So I think that's really a vibe. And sometimes throwing in a pop of color, maybe a red one, maybe a nice butter yellow one, those are cute for the season that we're in. And you can kind of have 2, 3, maybe 4 to mix and match throughout the season as far as color wise, like a nice soft mint green, like I said, the butter yellow, a nice blue one, or a nice gray. Okay, so like those kind of tones you can kind of pop in and they are a vibe. Even a nice red one, like I said. So then let's move on to shoes, okay? Shoes are key, okay? I feel like you absolutely need to have in your staple wardrobe a nice sneaker. And I love Sambas. I'm a Samba girly. So for me, those are a vibe, and I can kind of mix and match them with a lot of things that I have in my wardrobe currently. But you can go for a simple, clean white sneaker, a simple, clean black sneaker. You could go for something that has very minimal kind of designs. And like I said, Sambas to me, they have some neutral ones where the color palette is not of the bold stripe of black or the bold stripe of blue. They have the tonal ones that work really, really well for different looks, especially if you are a neutral kind of babe, if that's your vibe. Like I think that a nice clean sneaker is a vibe, okay? I also think a knee-high boot. A knee-high boot is going to serve, once again, fall, winter, they are going to be your staple workhorses when it comes to your footwear category, because they go so well with slip skirts, like I said, minis. If you are a legging girly, you can do a knee-high boot with a lot of looks, and it's a vibe. The other thing in the boot category would be a western boot. Like I love a western boot, and they go so well with so much. Like I said, you don't really think about it or think it until you see it, but they are so good with the slip skirt, with the legging, even with a jean, like a nice skinny, if we still wearing skinnies. That is a vibe, okay? And you could throw a western boot on with a cute dress, a cute jumper, and it's just a vibe. But that is a good boot to have in your shoe category as far as staples. Now, the other thing is loafers. Like loafers are so tea in your wardrobe because they just go with kind of everything. A nice camel tone one, a nice black one, leather, black suede, or I like a brown suede. I do have a brown suede, and that is really, really, really cute. And I find myself wearing it with a lot of things, and I'm so happy that I got them because I was like, well, I didn't really know how it was gonna, but it's a nice neutral tone, and the suede just works, and it gives a little bit of texture to certain outfits, so I think it's a good look. So a nice suede brown one, a nice black leather one, and I also have a red for just a pop of color with certain outfits, okay? So that is kind of, that's a workhorse right there. Like the loafer is a workhorse in my wardrobe. So I think that is a very good staple shoe for my chic minimalist, okay? If you are a heel girly, you could also throw some heels in rotation. I'm not a heel girly. Like I said, currently I'm walking on cobblestone every day to and from work. So for me, it doesn't really work for my lifestyle right now, but I do have a couple pair of heels that I like. A nice classic black leather, you can't go wrong with that. A nice black patent leather, can't go wrong with that. A nice nude suede or nude leather, you really can't go wrong with that. So I think that is a good also a staple to have when you need to just kind of elevate a look a bit. And then I think you can just kind of, get away with that. Like those pieces, I feel like if you had, let's just say if you had 3 blazers, 3 pairs of trousers, if you had 4 sweater jumpers, if you had 2 coats, if you had 3 pairs of loafers, and you had like 2 handbags, 2 scarves, and just some accessories like, your jewelry and your bangles or your watch and your, I feel like that is your wardrobe. That is your staple wardrobe right there. And you can mix and match and pull pieces and put formulas together and put those pieces into rotation. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but legitimately you could probably make about a good 50 or 60 outfits from there, probably even more. I might even challenge myself to try to do that, right? But that is literally all you really need. If you are the chic minimalist, you don't require much. One other thing I'll throw out there as an accessory that you could add to your wardrobe as a chic minimalist, because I found myself the other day, styling a brooch, and I thought like, this is so cute, and I didn't think that I would be able to, you know, rock it as much as I do and style it in certain ways. But a brooch is really, really cute to have, and you also can throw it on your coat, your outerwear, on your blazers. Like, that's another little pop just to add some elevation to, you know, a look. So I feel like that's also a vibe. But accessorize how you will. That is the chic minimalist. You do not need much at all. And we think that these pieces cannot be put in rotation for if you're going out. It's not just for work. This is your casual. You can mix and match these pieces for your casual days out, for your running errands, for your going out brunch with the girls, and for work. Like, that is the purpose. So it's not so restrictive, and the pieces don't have to be all tonal. They don't all have to be all whatever, but you can put pops of color in as you will, and mix and match as you will, and then use pieces for certain looks when you're going out. You can use pieces for certain looks when you're going to work. But the goal is to be able to mix and match and have a couple things in your wardrobe that work without having to buy so much. The last thing I'll mention that you need to have in your wardrobe as the chic minimalist is dress. A dress. Dresses. Okay, dresses are such a vibe, and they are such staple pieces and workhorses, because if you have a couple of good pair of dresses, if you're a girly that likes to wear bold prints, dresses with bold prints, or just even solid colored dresses, or dresses just in general that fit your vibe, your aesthetic, your body shape, they work. Oh my God, chef's kiss. Like, they are all you need, because you don't have to think at all with the dress. You have a high boot, you throw a dress on, and that's it. You grab that and go. Okay, so I think having a couple of dresses, like I said, some very nice, if you're into fitted, if you're into A-lines, if you're into maxis, if you're into middies, however, whatever, having a couple of nice dresses in your wardrobe, and you don't have to have many, maybe two or three pieces is really a vibe, because you can put those in rotation. Like, I'm a girly who I most times I'll go a whole weekend, I'll just wear all dresses to work. I'll go a whole weekend, I might do 2 dresses one day, a skirt set one day, a pair of jeans one day. Like, it's just the formulas. I put them together and they work, and I just go. So that is the vibe of the chic minimalist, and the pieces that you actually need. And it's not a lot. You don't require a whole lot if you are her. Like I said, it is chic, it is functional, it is easy, and it doesn't take a lot of thought. You are minimizing the decision fatigue. You're not standing in the closet trying to figure out 50,000 hours, like, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? Like, you're not doing that. These pieces are workhorses. They are quality. They are in rotation season after season, and they are working for the chic minimalist. Okay, so let me know below if this is you, if you are the chic minimalist, and if these pieces sound like pieces that you already have, or if this provokes some things that you need to incorporate, you thought about some things that you need to incorporate into your wardrobe if you are the chic minimalist. Let me know below. If you are enjoying the Easy Outfits series so far, go catch up on previous episodes. And if you are that lady that's in the phase of life where you are planning your next chapter, go check out the Second Life series that is going now, and we are having some good conversations around planning our second life, planning our retirement, and doing it with ease and with intention. So like I said, if you are her, go check out that. And until next time, bye.